I have struggled with this ever since I got this grill, is how do you fit two 20-pound turkeys in an 850? Well, this process works amazing. You take this size turkey pan on this size rack. I'll put the links down below. And then you fold the edges over right here, all four corners, fold the edges over. And then once the bird is in here, I'll show you a picture real quick.
At the end of the video, I'll show you a picture of how I fold that pan around, but you can see here, there's foil in the front and in the back, and I had to actually hold the turkeys up and my wife had to tuck the foil in there. This keeps them from burning, and it catches all the fat dripping off the front and the back of the turkey so that it all lands in the pan really nicely.
And then I actually put foil on top when I cook them. These two 20-pound turkeys took 5 hours at 350. They were perfect. I pulled the breast meat off at 135, and it sat for 45 minutes and came up to almost 165, but perfectly moist. Also in the photo, I'll show you again.
I have to keep using this photo because I didn't actually film during the cook. We were busy and I left the lid closed the entire time. What I want you to notice is that the turkeys are upside down. I always do this. The fat from the turkey drips into the breasts all day. I put a stick of butter in the cavity, so just a full stick right on top of the breast. And then all the stuffing. This year we did apples, pears, and then some cornbread stuffing all mixed together. The stuffing came out amazing. But you get all this crunchy skin on top, and you get super moist breasts that are cooking underneath. And I mentioned it briefly, but I pulled the turkeys off when the breasts hit 135. And then they sit for 45 minutes, and they are about 165 once they sit for 45 minutes. So 5 hours and 45 minutes was the total cook time, and then resting and then serving.
Anyway, the purpose of this video is these racks with these pans works amazing. And you can see there's quite a bit of liquid and junk in there that I need to throw away, but it doesn't fall apart. You can move it, you can take them out and spin them. And you have to kind of get it right in there. So you see, this is actually sitting on this clip and it's in the slide on both sides. You could put it in front, you could put it in, you can't really put it behind. Put them both in the slot. You've got about an inch back here, but it works amazing. I guess in front of the slot. I only do this once a year, so every year there's this bit of remembering. But this works amazing. And you can see from a 5-hour cook, nothing dripped into the grill. It's totally clean. No worry of fire or a bunch of grease in there. I suppose, well, it's not going to really work this way, but I suppose if you only wanted to cook one turkey, it would work really well also.
Here's a few close-ups of the way that I fold the pan down around the rack. You really have to be meaningful. The top of that pan is not really bendy, so you got to use both thumbs and really crank it around the edges of the rack, and that way it totally stays exactly where it should. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.